All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome live tonight here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. That's right, Charlotte, North Carolina. My home track here, and I tell you what, under the lights here tonight. We're about to do this thing here with ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series action. Well, I'm Joe White up here in the booth, and as always, accompanied by Dave Everly from Dre Broadcasting. Dave, how you doing?
Doing great. Ready for an exciting race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We saw an exciting one last night in the ExtremeMotorsports99.com Camping World Truck Series, so anxious to see what these guys are going to do here in the Xfinity car.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I'll tell you what, Charlotte is definitely an exciting track. Makes for some exciting racing, and hopefully tonight, the nighttime atmosphere with these cars will be even more exciting. Now, we got a huge field, 37, some bad, actually going to be 36, excuse me, some bad, fast boys, some bad, fast cars on a bad, fast, very fast 1.5 mile track here. Well, who's your favorite out there? Because it looks like old Tom Whitmore putting it on pole tonight.
Well, I mean, going to be rooting for the 6 of Tom Whitmore, but Joe, we got some bad, fast guys out there. You got Marty Ray, Hunter McDaniel, Jake Nichols. I got Davis Richards out there. You got Matt Huber. I mean, you just... it's the who's who of extreme motorsports racing.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, you go through this list of drivers here, it's really hard to pick. I mean, you can always, you know, bet on some guys like Jake and Tom and, you know, Mike Rominger, like you said. A lot of those guys out there, the crafty veterans have been around for a little bit. But, man, we got these young guns up here, and they're starting to make a name for themselves here in the ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series. And then plus you still just got some very fast guys. So when you look through this field, I agree with you. It is just, you know, star-studded and definitely talent-based. Yeah,
I mean, basically right now, just as we got about 10 seconds left here in qualifying, it's an open book right now. Anybody can punch their name into the records book, come away with a win tonight.
Absolutely. I'll totally agree with you. Like I said, we're getting set here to grid up live Charlotte tonight here. All right, well, folks, I'll tell you what, we're getting set here to go green flag racing here tonight at Charlotte. Under the lights, got that nighttime atmosphere to it. Well, we just got past Halloween, so I guess it's fitting that we're here at the nighttime style track past Halloween, which I know y'all had one last night at Charlotte there, Dre, and hey, y'all want to go check that out? Go check it out over in Dre Broadcast Network, man. Hey, you'll be able to see the K&N and the Truck Series race from Monday night and Tuesday night, so it'll be a thriller there, as I wasn't able to catch the one last night, but you said it was a good one.
Yeah, I mean, if you wouldn't have went to bed early like an old man, you could have stayed up and watched it, Joe.
Absolutely. Hey, gotta get to sleep somehow, but either way. All right, well, we're gridding it up here, and let's grid because Tom Whitmore puts it out front, the Dre broadcast machine. Jake Nichols right there beside him. Looks like he's got a tomato sandwich machine tonight with a OSR Network colors on it there. I appreciate him running the logo. He's sitting in second tonight. Alan J. Elwood, keep an eye out on that number 4. He is bad fast, sitting in third. Cameron Hearns, another one there, starting fourth. Fifth place starter Hunter McDaniel, newcomer here, jumped up to the Xfinity Series. Hang on to your hats, he can make waves. And another one here, starting 6, Marty Ray there. Seventh place, Jeff Ward. Tyler Sifford, Mr. Popular himself, sitting there in 8th place. Mike Rominger, Mr. Extreme. He's one of the main originals here, starting at 9th. Greg Bradshaw in 10th. As we look through the rest of this field, like we said earlier there, Dave, star-studded, skill-based.
Well, they've been moved up here into the Xfinity Series. This is one great thing about this league. You got to start in the lower tier and work your way up. So these guys have. So this will be interesting, as you said. The Dre Broadcasting driver there, 6, Tom Whitmore on the pole, but he is going to have his hands full with Jake Nichols, Alan Elwood, and Cameron Hearn right there behind him.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's just like we said before, who's who of out here, because these guys definitely can get it done as we're pace cars pulling them off here. And we're going to be under the lights here at Charlotte tonight, folks. Wow, I mean, this is going to be electric here with these guys. I know that they're ready, they're pumped up, they're excited. They're about to do some awesome things in these awesome cars here. As we listen to the roar of these motors come to life. And I tell you what, Dave, I kind of get excited every time I listen to these guys, man, come out here because I enjoy the racing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just battle after battle after battle. I mean, even on some tracks that we think there's only going to be one racing line, these guys tend to find that other line that not too many people know about, and we get some great battles.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, pace cars coming into turn 3. That's about to set loose here. Tom Whitmore and company up front. He's going to let these people, man, have it here as he's going to hammer through the gears. The pace cars coming out of turn 4. Like I said, under the lights here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series. Pace cars in. Here we go. We're going green flag racing, folks. And it's in the air, waving. Tom gets a good jump out front. There goes Jake and company right behind him. He's got right there Alan J. Elwood and Cameron Hearn to deal with. As these guys, man, will try to sort it out and field this track for the first couple laps here as they all go 2 by 2 up front.
Yeah, these guys are going to flat-foot it for about the first 10-15 laps in this run, but after that, they're going to have to start feathering the throttle just a little bit here as these tires start breaking in and the rubber starts sticking to the track.
Absolutely. Well, Mama, don't get too excited out there. That's Nancy Whitmore said. Mama got excited, man, because her boy put it on pole. Well, he's out front right now, led the first 2 laps of it, and he's got the man right there, Jake Nichols. It's always what we wanted to see. Me and Dave did. As the 2 boys up front going to battle it out a little bit. Got a couple cars off on the apron there. Like Marty Ray, man, actually dropped down. I don't know what happened if he got a little tight or loose, but let's go back. Everybody's single file right now up front. That's what we're going to see for a little bit. You got to go on back a little bit here to where I think it's Matt Hoover and Davis Richards right there in the top 10. They're actually, they got it settled out a little bit. And Dave fell out from all the excitement.
No, my team speak, Joe. I swear, if I could pull it out of the system, I'd probably throw it out the window. But as I was saying, these guys got 150 laps here tonight, so they've got to make it last because getting too aggressive too early can get you in a dangerous position, especially getting up into that wall, and that could really hurt your chances for the night.
Yeah, absolutely. Man on the move right now, Davis Richards. Look at that. He's up in the 9th place spot right there. Just went around Greg Bradshaw. Another one here, newcomer. Looks like these guys are picking them off one by one as they can. But they're still single file out here. Guys are going to kind of be a little patient. I know we were talking about it earlier about cautions. Hopefully we don't see any. But up front, we got a battle for the lead. Jake has run down Tom Whitmore. And he's going to try to see if he can't get around him right now, just riding in his tire tracks. Yeah, hit that right button on that team speak there, Dave.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I mean, you know what, Joe? This past 2 weeks have been really bad for me.
That's all right, man. Everybody has bad weeks. I'm gonna tell you what. I've had a couple of them myself, been sick, man, and everything else. So just now, I actually starting to feel a lot better than what I used to. So, hey, I understand you have technical difficulties. I'm having technical difficulties with the body. How's that? So, battle for the lead. What's that?
Sometimes I'd rather have it with the body, but here, as you said, here we go. Yep. Jake Nichols down on the inside there of Tom Whitmore, as it looks like he is going to complete the pass out of turn 2.
Yeah, he did. Completed that pass. Made it look easy there, but I'll tell you what, Tom's going to look on the inside and give him all he can handle there. And that's the thing. Talked to Jake before, and I just noticed something. He in a Toyota tonight.
Whoa, he's in a Toyota?
He is in
Changing
a Toyota.
It up for us
yeah, Toyota machine out there. And it actually looks like a Tabasco sauce machine the way it's colored up. What it reminds me of anyways.
Well, we got a little bit of a battle here as the 4 of Alan Elwood was able to get around Tom Whitmore. Now Tom Whitmore's got the 67 of Cameron Hearn. He is pushing him down through the front stretch.
Yeah, he is. Look like Tom right now is battling a little bit of tight conditions, trying to figure out a place to go here. And that's what happens in Charlotte. After a while, you probably jump out front there. And I tell you, it's really hard with the cars the way they are. Hey, what's going on, John, out there? And again, hey, want to give a shout out there, man. There, thoughts and prayers out there for John, for his dad. His dad's really, man, battling with an illness there. And boy, Cameron Hearn up in the wall hard. But yeah, just want to give a shout out there to John Wimbish, his dad out there battling with an illness and all. Yeah, thoughts and prayers, man, here, because he missed tonight's race because of it. We understand family comes first. But I tell you what, right now, it's been a very good one so far. Cameron Hearn pounded that wall there a little bit, Dave.
Yeah, you got to watch that push here. I tell you, coming out of turns 2 and 4, if you just kind of get off of your line just a little bit, man, it's got that big push, especially coming out of 4, because the way that wall is, it'll suck you right in.
Absolutely, and that's what we was talking about before, actually getting a little bit tight coming out of the turns. You'll push right up there into the wall coming out of 4, and wham, next thing you know, that wall jumps out and bites you. You're 100% right. Like I said, we still are single file up front. Go back here to Richie Evans in that 48 machine. He's trying to work over old Greg Bradshaw right there, and they're working over Cameron Hearns. He's dropping a little bit with that damage he's got, but they're going to take it 2 and 3 wide, coming through the tri-oval here across the line, back where Matt Hoover is, and that's Colton Lane, Nick Hunt, and Chris Gaboot. And Dave lost his team speed button again. Folks, it's gonna be an all-night thing. Yeah, there you go. Get your Pop-Tart, man. Well, that's a good battle going on back here with Nick Hunt. Nick Hunt, Colton Lane, Chris. Got Cody McFadden right there. All those guys right there are 2x2 stacked up. And the man in the 60 machine there, Colton Lane, he's got the Winn-Dixie flying around, so he's the beat people.
Yeah, I tell you, what a race, though, we've got here. Jake Nichols out front, Alan Elwood second. Tom Whitmore, he just lost the position. He's battling the 8 of Jeff Ford. Look at Jeff Ford, though. He's having a good race so far.
Yeah, it is. Jeff Ford's moving it up there. Another one right there. Still watching this battle back here in the back. And these guys back here, definitely, man, they're turning the wick up a little bit. Dave's above our man. He's banging on the keyboard.
My butt was stuck that time, Joe.
Well, if we can't, that's it. We can't get him to talk, man. The next thing you know, we get him to talk too much. It's like, wow.
Well, you always say I need to talk more.
There you go. Absolutely. That's the way to do it. Get his butt in the hang. Well, I'll tell you what, right now, though, the battle on the track right here has got to be with the 59, the 00, 13, 60, and 5. All these guys, whoa, the 5 goes up, pushes a little bit, almost right there in the Colton Lane. But these guys, man, are in a fight back here.
Yeah, they are. Just got a heck of a battle going, but they're back single file now here. Lap 16, we did see in the trucks last night, these guys went on average anywhere between 30 to 35 laps as far as fuel and tires, so be interesting to see what these guys do here in the Xfinity.
Yeah, absolutely. I gave an update out there, All-American, talking about Hunter McDaniel. Unfortunately, he was up front. He's 5 laps down. I don't know what happened to his car. Didn't catch what happened. Something had to have went and miss on him there, because he was up front, qualified pretty good, and now he's sitting back in 35th position.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and see what damage is on his car.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, I just noticed that he's 5 laps down, so I hate to see that on him, but I knew he was off the pace. Still got a good battle going on. Colton Lane's back here with James Thorndike, Matt Hoover and company back here. These guys are still 2-2, and they're running here into turn 1 as they'll go door to door. They're still stacked up in front of them. You got James Thorndike, Cameron Hearn still dropping a little bit with that damage he had earlier.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at the 57 Hunter McDaniel. He is just way off base. He has got heavy front end damage. Not sure exactly what happened, but he has got heavy damage on that front end as he's making his way down on pit road.
Oh, well, I hate to see that. You know, didn't catch it on the thing. No caution here. Sometimes caution doesn't come out. like Cameron Hearn, man, he slammed that outside wall. We caught that there. Still got Colton Lane here on the inside of Matt Hoover as they're going around the 67 machine. Still Jake Nichols up front. Alan J. Elwood sitting in second. Got Jeff Ward moving up in the third. Tom Whitmore still in fourth. Mike Rominger right there rounding out the top five.
Yeah, these guys are running good though, but right now pretty much all these drivers just getting a feel for the track, because good thing about here at iRacing, these are dynamic tracks. That's right, these tracks will change as the night goes on.
Absolutely. Well, we got a Davis Richard fans out there in the chat. And I tell you what, Davis right now is looking good. He's got that 51 machine rolling right there in the ninth spot. Problem is, Nick Hunt on the inside, one hair flying. Boy, they go door to door with him and James Thorndike. They got awful close there, Dave, coming off the turn, almost traded some paint.
I don't even think you could have fit a quarter in between those two, Joe.
Absolutely not. Boy, touched up. He got into the 51. Davis is around.
Oh, man. Looks like the 64 of McFadden's involved. I seen Cameron Hearn also involved in that, the 07 machine. He's got some damage to 14. This is a big one, Joe.
Yes, it is. Car wrecked the pile up right there coming out of the turn. Let's go back on the replay here. Let the viewers see what happened, which we saw. You know what it looked like. Nick Hunt went on the inside and just no room. His car just pushed up, and right there Davis was where it was, and unfortunate on his end. Actually, let me go back here on the 51 right fast. We'll pause it real quick here. We'll better go on Dave. There we go. Just hate to see that, man, on his end. Hate to see it. As they go into the turn, well, they were all right there. Yeah, just like the double zero just kind of pushed up a little bit. Unfortunately, right there, Colton Lane involved. Like you said, a lot of cars. Oh, Cameron Hearn. I guess he's going to have to get that fast fix after all. Yeah, it was just, they just kept coming in there, didn't they? Boom, boom, boom.
All I got to say, Joe, is clean up in turn two.
They ain't lying, I tell you. It's a junkyard now. These guys more. Well, the problem is no fast fix. I was about to say they might have one, but not here. Xfinity Series here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. They have no fast fix, so that's one thing that's going to end a lot of guys' night here.
Yeah, most definitely, Joe. We're waiting to see. It looks like, taking a look here, Andy Starcher, no. Waiting to see exactly how many drivers are going to go behind the wall.
Yeah, it looks like, well, we definitely know probably Cameron Hearn might after that with Davis Richards. I don't know 100% if he will or not. I think Ethan Kurtz is done. See him out. Colton Lane looks like he's just disconnected out. So there's a couple of them that was involved in that wreck. Unfortunate, hey, Ethan had a good run last night too. It looks like Andy Tolhurst, or Aaron Tolhurst, excuse me. He flashed for a second, but maybe he's back on the back on there. That was a big one.
Yeah, that was a lot of great drivers involved in that, unfortunately. As you said, Colton Lane's taking it behind the wall, Ethan Kurtz. Right now, we still got Gordon Larson, Don Kidder Jr., Cody McFadden, Ken Ladd, Davis Richards, Cameron Hearn, Eric Diggins, Vern Bradley, and Aaron Toolhurst still down on pit road as we speak. Yeah,
no doubt. And a couple of them got involved in the wreck. Well, folks, we're here live under the lights here. Charlotte Motor Speedway, ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series here live tonight. So far, been a pretty good race. We went about 20-some laps. Unfortunately, right there, car incident between old Nick Hunt and Davis Richards. Looked like just one of them ran out of room real estate style there. Unfortunate, and collected a lot of other good cars. And here in the Xfinity Series, there is no fast fix. You don't get a redo. You don't get your backup car. You tear it up, blow it up. That's a one and done.
That's pretty much my saying. I'm one and done because I usually go about 15 laps. And next thing you know, I'm in the wall and trying to get a view of the seats with my car. So I spend a lot of time on pit road.
Absolutely. That's me too. Well, looks like Jake's going to be up front there, along with Alan J. Elwood on the outside. Tom Whitmore's going to be right behind him. Mike Rominger up there also. Jeff Ward's pulling it back up here for the restart.
Yeah, it looks like the lights on the pace car are now being turned off. We are back 1 to green. Looks like we are going to have 22 cars still on the lead lap.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, lights are off on the pace car. I want to appreciate everybody out here tuning in tonight here live under the lights here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's been a very, very good race so far. These guys out front, well, we're going to see, man, in that Tabasco sauce looking machine that Jake's got running out there tonight. That's just what that reminds me of. You see the little Tabasco sauce bottles?
Well, the other problem is, Joe, Tabasco sauce is red.
Well, it looks kind of reddish orange, and it just reminds me of one. That's all. Damn.
I think he's just a little sweet on you, so he's doing an orange paint for you, Joe.
There you go, orange and white. Well, that's a cool little paint job. Whoever painted up looked, nice. Usually Jake does his own. So, anyway, here we go. Pace cars coming into turn 4 here, Dave. About to set sail here and let these boys out here run again. As the pace car ducks off, green flag in the air. Jake holds him up just a little bit, but then he goes hammer down. There we go, and Alan J. Elwood follows suit. Here comes Tom Whitmore in the back end with Mike Rominger. Look at that 40 machine of Richie Evans there, along with Jeff Ford up front.
Yeah, Richie Evans, he started back in 13th, up into the top 5. Jeff Ford there having a good run after starting 6th, currently running there, starting 7th, currently there in 6th.
Even John Marine out there agrees. He said it is kind of styled like a Tabasco sauce, and we're under caution. I saw a car spinning in the back. Didn't catch what the number was. I know it wasn't Jeff Ward. That's what iRacing took me to, but.
Oh, that looks like that is going to be
behind them somewhere. It's behind him somewhere. I saw a car back there somewhere spun.
Yeah, that's going to be the 00 Nick Hunt. Looks like he got into some contact there with the 13 machine.
Okay. Wow, you're right. All right, let's go back on the replay here and watch it again here. That was on a different car. All right, let's watch this replay. It looks like him and Matt Hoover's right there on his back deck lid. He's going on the inside. Oh, looks like Matt just I don't know if Nick checked up a little bit. Matt got in the back end of him. Unfortunate right there. Oh, and that's probably going to, I don't know if that's going to do his night in for Nick Hunt. Someone else went into the back end of him. All right, that'll work. I hear you out there, John, Becky, yeah. Well, I mean, it does look like I said, it's a cool looking paint job. I mean, I'll give him credit. Credit's due. But it does remind me of a Tabasco sauce bottle. I don't know. It just does. So either way. All right. Well, Dave, I'll tell you what. We're under caution here again. And it seems like what I'm noticing out here is if you get near a car, the guy in front there, he might either push up or get tight. It's just looks like different braking points here at this track so far.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, these cars don't have brake lights, so it's you gotta be able to gotta pay attention, because usually the one way I notice, I start seeing a little bit of flames coming from that right rear exhaust. It usually means they're slowing down or letting off the throttle.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, like I say, under the lights here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, been a good one so far here at lap 29 of 150. Usually what we have, what I've seen here, Dave, and I don't know if you've seen the same thing, but what I've seen is normally have a few cautions, long green flag run, and a few cautions at the end, kind of one of those type pace style races.
Well, I mean, that old saying, though, cautions breed cautions, so it'll be interesting. These guys need to get settled down. Only lap 29 of 150, 122 laps remaining. And
you're right, 100% right there. You definitely you hit the nail on the head. Definitely cautions breed cautions. Well, up front, Jake Nichols right there, along with Alan J. Elwood. We saw them two battle it out last week at Indy, and what a thriller race that was there with them two. So they're definitely familiar with each other. That was an awesome run there, as we got Tom Whitmore right behind him. Jeff Ward, another one there. Mike Rominger up front there in the top 5. Richie Evans in 6. Tyler Sifford, Mr. Popular himself. No, Becky's out there jumping up and down, happy over that one. Greg Bradshaw, newcomer here. He's doing good. Chris Gaboo. I know him from the Sim500 Monday Night Money Winter Series over there. Boy can drive the wheels off of some trucks over there and whatnot. Keith Haney has moved it up into 10th. That rounds out the top 10 right there. Looking good so far.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look. I mean, you got Craig Lerman, though. Look at him. He started 20th, now running 12th.
Yep.
Dwayne Cumberson started 34th, now running 13th.
Absolutely. D-Wayne. That's what I like calling him. D-Wayne.
Man, it looks like the lights on the pace car off. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing here at Charlotte, Joe.
Absolutely. About to get this thing done. It's across the line. Going to be lap 31 here of 150. With old Ethan out there in the chat, well, you know what he's talking about. Well, sometimes you win some, you lose some, my man. And a lot of times you get caught up in the mess. Just never can. You know, it's racing. What do you do? It looks like here we got the pace car coming out of turn 4 here, Dave, and about to let these guys, men, set sail under the lights of Charlotte. Again, here when they cross that line, it's going to be lap 31. Pace car's in. Jake Nichols going to take them to the line. He does. He's gone. Here comes Alan J. Elwood trying to keep up to the pace. Tom Whitmore's on the inside. They're going to take it door to door going into turn 1. Jeff Ward's right behind them.
Yeah, Tom Whitmore got a good run there as he's just going to edge out the 4 of Elwood. Elwood doesn't look like he wants to be on that outside, but here comes Jeff Ward. Is he going to be able to get to the inside here? No, he is just going to fall back in line.
Yes, he is going to fall back in line. Looks like Alan J. Elwood's taking that high line. We're right behind him, though. Here comes Mr. Popular himself. Man says, hey, everybody stand up, cheer, because I'm bringing it to the front. The 98 machine, that's Tyler Sifford. Got the tide ride out there, and he's cleaning up the competition. Whoa, Richie Evans gets in the back of the 9. Almost made him say, do you know how to hang on to that car?
Yeah, these guys battling it out hard here as they are battling for right about that 5th position as it looks like the 5 machine into the wall. And it's going to bring out a yellow, I do believe. No, yeah, yep, there's the yellow.
Well,
that started with the 5 machine.
Yeah, it started with the 48 and the 5. They got together, kind of door slammed again. What we were seeing before. I'm trying to find the 5 car here. Here we go. Chris, he was coming up there. He had a good run coming up on the inside, or outside, excuse me. You'll see here on this replay. I'm going to go one more time back. And when he had that good run, the problem is the 48 machine was also there. 48 got a little tight. It was right there behind Tyler Sifford. When he got tight, yeah, they just got together. And unfortunately, 65 nowhere to go up the wall. Whoa, Mason White, some boy got past that. 43 nowhere to go. 01. I think that's 01. Nowhere to go either. Wow. 07, excuse me. Gordon Larson nowhere to go. So, a couple cars back there. That's the thing about this track. Something happens in the middle of it. It's not really a self-cleaning track. And we had a lead change in the middle of that, too. Wow.
That's right. Look at that. Tom Whitmore back out front.
Yeah. Well, I was watching a good battle going in the back there. Well, that's the one thing. Sometimes you just can't catch everything. But, hey, Tom Whitmore up front. Taking it on. All right, now, Tom. You got to calm down. We don't want Nancy out here falling out in the chat on us.
Unless it's on camera, then they have a chance of winning $10,000 on America's Funniest Videos.
Why not if she dies? Come on, man.
He ain't gonna die from falling out of a chair. I fall on that all the time.
Oh, well. Daggum. All right. That was good. You credit on that one. Oh, man. Well, hey.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
Joe White speechless.
There you did. I want to tell you what. Dave falling out of chairs. Well, he said he falls out of them all the time. Maybe that's why he don't talk much. He's always falling out of a chair.
Yeah, I need to go in and design my own little chair. I bet you could make a lot of money from that.
Absolutely. Make one where you don't fall out. You can get a big chair like I got.
You know what? I'm going to build me a chair with a 5-point harness. I bet you I don't fall out of them then.
You know, I always say fasten your seat belts. If you got one in your recliner, send me a picture of that thing because I like to see it. One reason why, and two would be I want to know the story behind it. But hey, want to wish old Tyler Sifford a happy 23rd birthday, early one. Becky just said his birthday is tomorrow, so we'll definitely want to give him a shout out there. And a happy birthday to Tyler Sifford, Mr. Popular himself. And Nancy's out there. She's smiling. Look at her. So Jake just wouldn't let it happen? Oh, okay.
Well, maybe we'll talk to him, see about tomorrow night. But I don't know. I don't think Jake's just going to let it happen.
No, he's not. I mean, but now I've seen Tyler get up there and run pretty good. And, you know, talking about Tyler, he's sitting in fourth spot. He does very good here at Charlotte. He has run good in the past here. And he's actually gave Jake some run for his money when he's got up there up top. So, I don't know. Right now, looks like Tom Whitmore's the man up there. He's got a good short run, good high-speed style car. He's out front. See how far he can hold on to it. Dave lost his button again.
Oh. I don't know, Joe. Sometimes, you know what? Computers, you can't trust these things.
I know, it's terrible. It's like Skynet and Cyberdyne and all that.
It costs so much money to build and upkeep, but you still can't rely on them.
Absolutely not. Worked one for a long time, but hey, that's okay though. Nancy says she needs a harness.
Well, we're going to have to get a hold of Tom. We're going to have to send her one.
Yeah, tell Tom.
On one side, we'll put OSR Network. The other side, we can put Dre Broadcasting, and then that way she can support both of us.
There you go.
And we support her, keeping her in her chair.
There you go. Absolutely. Now we can say we supported somebody.
You know, if we came out with something like that, I have a feeling a lot of people would be wanting those.
Yeah, it'll be unique, I'd say that. Well, lights are off on the pace car. We're getting set to go back green flag. Let's see what Tom can do up front here with these boys. He's got some fast ones behind him. Jake, Allen, Tyler right there. And 87 of Keith Haney, the defending series champion here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series. He's moved himself up to the 5th spot, looking here and said, fellas, I want to win too. I want to punch my ticket into the chase so I can go ahead and defend my title this series. I don't know about this Jake guy coming over here and thinking he's going to win. Pace car's in. Here we go. See what Tom Whitmore can do up front. He's going to hammer down, and he does. Gone. Here comes. Jake's behind him. He's going to go door to door there, side to side with the 4. Keith Haney didn't get the start. He's got the 99 of Mason Weitzel right there on his back end. So we got some heavy hitters coming to the front.
Yeah, most definitely. You got Tyler Sifford, Dwayne Culberson's there, Keith Haney, Mason Witzel, Matt Hoover, Jeff Ward, Devin Sanders running there in the 10th position. So Tom Whitmore, he better keep an eye on that mirror because he's got some big guys coming for it.
Absolutely. Alan J. Elwood makes that pass on Jake for the 2nd spot. Here comes Tyler Sifford. Jake's going to look on the high side again, see if he can't make the pass. Right behind Tyler, though, he's got that machine. That's actually Dwayne Culberson. That's another Jake Nichols racing machine. 78's making his way. So, I tell you what, Jake Nichols Racing right now, they're up there 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot, respectively, right now. Running good in the line, but we want to have a battle for the lead here in a few.
Yeah, here comes Elwood. He's coming on the outside of Tom Whitmore. I tell you what, Jake Nichols is liking this because this is going to pull him and his team right into him as they're still side by side in turns 1 and 2.
Yes, they are. He's going to go high. Let's see if he can make that pass coming out of turn. It's going to be a tough one right there. And he does. Powers on the outside, makes the move to the lead. Alan J. Elwood does.
Yeah, Tom Whitmore, I'll tell you what, Elwood, man, he got out front into that clean air. He is gone. He has already pulled out to 2/10 of the lead over Tom Whitmore. Jake Nichols sitting right there in 3rd with Tyler Sifford and Dwayne Culberson rounding out your top 5.
Absolutely. I'm going to tell you what, Alan J. Elwood's trying to check out here, get as far out as he can. As Tom Whitmore's in 2nd. Jake Nichols running right there in third spot. Tyler Sifford's another one in fourth. And you got Dwayne Culberson right there also, been sitting in the fifth place spot as they're all nose to tail. Right there, Dwayne's on the back end. Got Amazon on the machine. He's actually delivering packages. I don't know if he's delivering any tide or not, but he's delivering something.
Well, that Tabasco-looking machine, he's looking to the inside of Tom Whitmore, just not able to get there. So we've got the OSR network on Tabasco, Toyota Camry. They're hanging tough there in third position. Absolutely.
Hot sauce. That's what we can call him tonight. Definitely running in the 73 machine. Well, back here with Keith Haney and company, Matt Hoover, Mason Weitzel right there, Jeff Ward, they're all 2x2 storming into the turn. They still go door to door. Oh, the 87's in the 13. Looks like he pushed up. 13's in the wall. Matt Hoover, cautions out. Well, I'll tell you, that's been a theme all night long here. A guy gets on the inside, and the car just pushes and goes right up into the outside car.
Yeah, that was a big thing last night, too, in the Camper World Truck Series. There's a lot of push here, especially it seems like off of turn 2.
And that's what I'm saying. There's just nothing that inside guy can do once that thing pushes like that when he's sitting side by side. And the guy on the outside, if they're so close, they'll just touch. And that's just a product of this track. And I'm going to tell you, that's the thing that they have to worry about the most going into the turns when they're going door to door, as whether or not you're going to push going up the track.
Well, I tell you what, everybody did a good job there getting around to 13 of Matt Hoover. So basically just one car into the wall, no other cars collected, but taking a look, the 5 of Chris Gibew now behind the wall. James Thorndike's behind the wall as well. So looks like right now we've only got 17 machines left on the lead lap.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to bring up the early birthday boy himself here, Tyler Sifford, and get a talk in with him. First off, we'll let him get into his pit stop there and get that rhythm going. Don't ever like to mess with them while they're doing that. As he had to back up. So did Jeff Ward. Wow, he really had to back up. So we'll let him get his pit stop finished here in the number 98. I'm used to seeing him in the 7 machine all the time. All right, he's out now. Tyler Sifford, Joe in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I tell you what, we want to wish you a happy birthday. 23 years old. There you go.
Really?
Definitely want to do that. Becky said tomorrow's your birthday. Want to give you an early happy birthday. Well, and what more of a birthday present? You're running very good here tonight at Charlotte under the lights. How's that car feel and how's the track feel?
Car is very, very tight. Had to really take care of the tires here. The first run I did not take care of them at all. And after about 10 or 20 laps, it just wanted to push right up into the wall. But lucky enough, I have Jake coaching me throughout the race, to help me trying to figure out how much throttle input I need to put in to save the tires, but still be fast. So it's Mom says hi.
Well, hello, Miss Becky. How are you back there? I tell you what, that's always like seeing her out in the chat, man, chatting it up. She was the one that told us that you got a birthday coming up, so figured we'd throw it up here. And you've been close a time before here at this track. Think you got enough to pull it off tonight?
I think I do. I mean, if it's a short run, I know that I can stick with them. Long run, it's going to be iffy. It all depends on what happens in front of me and how hard I have to charge. Main thing is I'm kind of hoping my connection with holds. It's been blinking a little bit, but if I'm lucky enough, I think I should be able to hold off Jake. And might be a little blocking involved, but it'll be worth it.
Absolutely. Well, get up there, man. Tell the man Jake Nichols got that Tabasco-looking machine up there tonight. He's a unique paint job he's got on that 73, but hey, get up there and good luck with that number. I always say number 7, but number 98 tonight.
10-4, thank you, man.
All right. Well, Dave, like I said, I'm going to get him way back down here in his team speak. Way down here at the bottom. Jake Nichols Racing, that is.
Once again, Joe White managing the maze of the team speak.
Absolutely. Well,
last night he played in the corn mazes. Now he's got the team speak maze.
Hey, nothing wrong with that now. Come on now. Well, very happy. He feels pretty confident. He should. He's run very good here. We got a new leader out front, Greg Bradshaw. I don't know if he took a pit stop or not here, but if he did, he's off cycle somewhere. That's going to put him out front. He did? Okay.
Well, no, he's on 13 laps since his last pit stop.
Well, it could be a good thing. We'll see how it holds up for him up here. I mean, you've got Alan J. Elwood on his outside. He's going to have Tom Whitmore right there on his inside behind him. Jake Nichols there. Obviously, Tyler Sifford's up there also. Dwayne Culberson right there. A lot of guys. So we're going to see here when they go off of it. If the cars are tight, like they're saying, might not be too bad on an older set of tires. But it's still, you know, always a good thing to have new tires if anytime you possibly can. But track position might be at all-time premium. We'll see. Pace car's coming out of 4. Going to head off into pit road, and it does. Greg's going to bring them to the line here. He's going to put that hammer down, and he is gone out front there. Alan J. Elwood falls in line behind him. Tom Whitmore's trying to push up there. Here comes Jake. Behind him, you got Dwayne Culberson and Tyler Sifford. They'll go door to door.
Yeah, Tom Whitmore there getting around the 4 of Elwood. He is getting some good restarts on that inside lane there. But I tell you what, here comes the 73 of Jake Nichols. He is bringing Dwayne Culberson with him, trying that inside. But now Tom Whitmore, he is going after the 74 of Greg Bradshaw.
Yeah, yes, Tom Whitmore says I want to get back up there to the front side, and he does. That's on the inside there as I go side by side, heading off into turn 1. He'll try to take that lead. Boy, Dwayne Culberson got a little tight coming out. Mason Weitzel brings it on the inside of Tyler Sifford, and he goes high. It just looks like if you get on that inside, that's a treacherous place to be. Cars just get very tight, and you can push up very easily.
Yeah, Tom Whitmore, he likes running that. Looks like the long arc into the turn there. As we see Bradshaw almost into the wall, Elwood's going to have to do evasive maneuvers there and got to his inside here into turn 1.
There it is, crossover move going on the inside of 74. He's looking to try to take the lead. He'll try to dive on the inside there to 6 Machine. Battle for the lead coming down the back stretch. No, puts that thing right there, squeezes it in the middle as they head off into 3.
There goes Elwood. He is working that middle to high lane there coming out of turn 4. It has worked for him most of the night. So that'd be good to see there. Tyler Sifford sitting there back in 7th. He is right in front of the 48 of Richie Evans, Jeff Ward, Mike Rominger.
Absolutely. Alan J. Elwood's looking on the inside. They head off into turn 3. He's still going side by side with the 6. Does he have enough to do it? Well, looks like that high line's a place to be here at Charlotte. Whoa, Tom got loose coming out of 4. That's going to let the door open for the 4. And he does. As they go to the line, he'll take the lead. Boy, he got real loose coming out of 4 there.
Yeah, I mean, that car just totally broke loose there. He almost lost it, but good job there by Tom Whitmore. Keep that car under control.
Absolutely great drift job coming out of the turn. Was able to hold on to it. No harm, no foul. Was able to fall back in the 2nd spot. You got Greg Bradshaw right there in 3rd. Jake Nichols still rolling here in 4th. Dwayne Culberson bringing up the Amazon machine right there in 5th place. Mason Weitzel, he's another man on the move here tonight. Started 18th, currently sitting in 6th, looking for more. He's on the back deck of the lid of Dwayne.
Yeah, Mason Weitzel, I mean, he is having a good season here so far as he going to look to the inside there of the 78 of Dwayne Culberson coming through turns 3 and 4. He is going to complete that pass. Actually, they're still side by side here through the front stretch.
Absolutely. Right now, still side to side. Mason Weitzel's looking to try to take that spot, and he does. Takes the 5th place away from old Dwayne Culberson. Tyler still sitting right there in 7th spot behind him. Richie Evans, they're in the line. Got Jeff Ward there. Mike Rominger, they're all single file, nose to tail, coming into turn number 3. And oh, the 48's in the 98. Just like we saw before, he held on to that thing, though. Well, and as I say that, Jeff Ward didn't. Wow. Let's go back on the replay here, Dave. Let the viewers see it. 48 got into the back, just barely got into the back of the 98. 98 tried to hold on to it. Let's go back here one more time.
Yeah, it looks like the 8 rear-ended Sifford and then got into, looks like Mike Rominger.
Yeah. Well, it started with a 48. They just got together a little bit, and the 98 held on to it, and the 8 nowhere to go, just basically checked up. Mike Rominger there. Well, Keith Haney, and he came back down, collected, it looks like the 18 machine, I believe that is. 81 machine, excuse me. A couple other ones. Wow. Just, it just seems like nowhere to go. Again, not a self-cleaning track, so things happen here. You know, you've got to get on the binders real quick, or hope you can make it through it.
I'm just taking a look at the season point standing right now, Joe. Jake Nichols is right now in front, but Mason Wetzel's sitting second in points. But I've actually just noticed we're missing a couple drivers here tonight. That's going to be Bryce Sinisak, who's sitting third in points. Also, Eric Tesk, I don't see him out here. He's sitting back in seventh in points.
Yeah, I noticed that. I mean, that's a good observation there. I really didn't. I didn't see on Bryce Sinisak, but again, now we do have a drop week, so these guys will be able to at the end of the season, at the end of the 10 race season, before we start the chase with the 5 races. They'll be able to drop one. I know we were talking about like Tom Whitmore. He missed that one race, so he'll be able to, you know, obviously drop it and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm watching here on pit road. It looks like the 4 of Elwood's going to beat him off, but we got a little bit of a battle, and looks like Whitmore is just going to edge out Jake Nichols off pit road.
And he does. Alan J. Elwood's going to be the man up front. Tom Whitmore sitting in second. Looks like Jake Nichols right there in third. Greg Bradshaw's going to come out fourth. And Mason Weitzel right there is going to be the top 5. Well, so far it's been what we thought. Cars getting very tight on the inside. Guys going into the turns getting tight, having to check up. And the guys from behind just nowhere to go. The closing rate of these things are so quick.
Yeah, most definitely. But I tell you what, that gamble by Greg Bradshaw, though, staying out that last caution, not taking any tires, definitely played out, because he is sitting right there in 4th position. So he has gained some very important track position as he'll be doing this restart in 4th.
You're 100% right. Definitely paid off. Sometimes the gamble does here, as he definitely rolled the dice, stayed out, was able to get a good quick caution, unfortunately, here, and able to get in, get some tires, and now he's sitting in 4th spot. Like I said, we're under the lights here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, folks. ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series. So far, these guys, it's been one of these typical Charlotte-style races. Cars very tight on the inside to get 2x2. And normally it's guy on the inside, he just pushes up just a little bit. And we've seen a lot of bumping and banging.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look here. Right now, we're down to only 15 cars on the lead lap. Daniel Haney in the 81 machine, he is 2 laps down, so he is sitting in a good lucky dog position. Hunter McDaniel's back out on the track, but he's currently 10 laps down. We've got a lot of cars down on pit road and down behind the wall.
Unfortunately, that's it. A lot of attrition being played out here tonight. A lot of them behind the wall. Started out with 36, 35, some bad fast boys, and got about 20-something left here. And that's kind of what happens, though. You know, no fast fix or anything like that. Well, that's pretty much the kind of race we end up with if you get into a lot of cautions and get messed up. We've had a couple big ones also.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some big wrecks, but I tell you what, these guys out front, though, it looks like they're in the position they want to be, because they're out front here battling for the lead. But I tell you right now, I kind of like where Jake Nichols is sitting currently right now. He's going to be starting 2nd row on the inside.
Absolutely. Well, here we go. Lights off on the pace car. About to set here, set sail. Let these guys maybe get out here and do battle again, as it's a battle place here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, folks. Been a good one, I think. But, all right. I'm just up here yelling at the screen.
No, you're yelling at a microphone while looking at a screen.
There you go. Good deal. Works for me. I still
Tell
say...
you what, Joe.
What's that? Tell me what.
I need to go down to the hot dog stand. I'm getting hungry.
I'm not hungry. I ate beforehand.
I did too, but I'm hungry now.
Get
See
your
that
Pop-Tart.
Tabasco car out there.
That's right. The pace car's in. We're going to see what he can do. Alan J. Elwood wastes no time on the restart there and gets hammered down and gone. Tom Whitmore's on the high side. Well, we talk about it. Jake Nichols going to try on the inside there. He's not been a player so far in this one. Not really had the long green flag runs I think he's been wanting up front. But right now he's working over Tom Whitmore, and he gets that second place spot. He's going to see if he can't run back up there. But Tom says, hey, I'm going to try to dive on the inside. Here comes Mason Weitzel, though. Well, I tell you what, that 99, that guy definitely knows how to drive the wheels off a car.
Yeah, I mean, he started back in 18th, now currently running 4th. I mean, he's got a pretty good battle right now with the 73 of Jake Nichols in the season point standing. So he knows every point matters. But here comes the 6th of Tom Whitmore. He is looking to the inside there of Nichols, and he's actually just going to edge him out a little bit here for second.
Yeah, absolutely. Boy, here we go. Mason Weitzel right there on the inside. The 73, Jake Nichols. They'll go door to door. They'll come to the line in a drag race. And I'm going to tell you what, I think the 99 got him. He takes the spot over. Might leave the door open for the 78 there. Dwayne Culberson right now. No, but the 99 of Mason Weitzel. Man on a mission here as he's working over the back tailgate there of the 6 machine of Tom Whitmore.
Yeah, he is on a mission, but while these guys are battling out, check out Alan Elwood. He is now 1.1 second ahead of Tom Whitmore. So while these guys are battling out, he is saying, see you later, come and get me, I am out of here.
Absolutely loving the battle they're doing back here in the back. Well, Jake is not done with the 99. He's going to look on the inside. The 99 got a little tight. Right now, you've got probably 5, 6 of those machines up front in a single file line. You could throw a blanket almost over all of them as they're nose to tail storming out of here. Looks like a freight train coming through as they cross the line for lap 64, completed of 150 here, Dave. And right now, it's looking pretty good up front.
Yeah, these guys up front, but I tell you a little further back here, there's the 50 of Scott Mitten. Scott Mitten starting back 32nd, now just cracked the top 10. So he is sitting in pretty good position, but he's got Tyler Sifford behind him. A little further back, you've got the 43 of Greg Lerman. He is sitting there. He is actually coming under fire right now from the 62 of David Heza.
Absolutely, right there. I always got to
pronounce that name right.
I always used to say Heisa, and I always got a kick out of the name David Heisa because it always reminded me of Germany.
I'll tell you what, David Heza sounds good. Heza, something.
But
one of us is right.
Heisa.
There you go.
Yeah, I used to say it all the time, man. I remember Craig Lernan and company and them, man. They came over here at Extreme, doing pretty good so far. But either way, David's looking good in that number 62 machine. He's up to 12th spot. The 43 of Craig Lerman, not the night he wanted. A little tore up right now. 26 and Derek Robinson right there back behind him. Got Devin Sanders there in 15th. Daniel Haney, he's the first man 2 laps down in the 16th spot. So, good battle going on back here between these guys.
Well, I mean, we're right now looking at race, I think this is race 3, I believe, tonight. So, I mean, they still got points. Yeah, well, race 4 to here tonight.
4,
so, yeah, so they still got a little bit of the season to go, but every point matters. And, I mean, you just got to do what you got to do.
Well, up front, got a battle going on here. Jake Nichols looking on the inside of the 99 machine of Mason Weitzel. He's trying to take that second spot away, and he does. As we're watching Mike Rominger also here, he's trying to work over Greg Bradshaw. That might bring Dwayne Culberson. What I said, Jake had it. He had it for a second, but then he had to go back in line. And I think that's where we're seeing the cars just getting a little bit tight.
I tell you, I just looked, though. Alan Elwood, he's almost 2 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. I think he found 5th gear out there, Joe.
Absolutely. Well, he got out front, and he is gone. And that might be the thing. Once you get out front, might be the place to be here. Still, you got Mason Weitzel right there in second. You got 73 there, Jake Nichols in 4th, Dwayne Culberson in 5th. All 3 of them machines. We've got a car around the 99. He's right there at the edge of pit road, though. He might have just went in pit road and he got loose one.
Yeah, it looks like he got loose, but he is down on pit road. That's actually going to be the 94 machine So he is down on pit road as we speak, but that's going to keep the green flag out.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Tom Whitmore sitting in second spot still. He's about 2 seconds behind. And I'm going to tell you, Allen's found something here tonight, and he is gone.
Yeah, he is checked out. Like I said, I think they need to pull that car in for a tech inspection because I think he's got an extra gear.
Yeah, no doubt.
Are you over there eating, Joe?
Never.
Sound like you were eating, man. What are you eating, cookie?
I'm going to eat a turd chip.
Thought you said you ate before the broadcast.
I did. Well, the little one came in here. He wanted something to eat. He got a bag of chips, so I opened them. I stole one wide open.
I can't blame you there. I do it all the time. It's like I took the kids trick-or-treating, you know. Got to do the parent thing and do the candy inspection, which means I have to sample some of the products.
Absolutely.
But look at this, going back to the race, though. Jake Nichols, he has got around Mason Wetzel as he is now trying to track down the 6th. Tom Whitmore, Alan Elwood now 2.4 seconds ahead. Dwayne Culberson, though, he is right there on that back bumper of Mason Wetzel. Also, Greg Bradshaw still running good there in 6th. Mike Rumminger, Mr. Extreme, sitting there in 7th. Keith Haney, 8th. Richie Evans moving up into the 9th position. And Tyler Sifford rounded out your top 10.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, still nose to tail there from actually all the way from Mason Wetzel all the way back to the 10th spot right there. It's still, look at that, the number 9 machine. Mike Romans are looking on the inside of Greg Bradshaw right there. Can't make it happen, not yet anyways. But I'll tell you, Alan J. Elwood, he's got a rocket machine out here tonight. He is long gone.
I tell you right there, your buddy D-Wayne, as you call him, Dwayne Culberson, though, he is battling on the inside there of Mason Wetzel. Just not able. Those guys were close. I mean, they probably could have reached out and smacked each other there. Kind of reminds me of the old Grey Poupon commercials.
There you go. Well, good outside battle here. Greg Bradshaw pulls that thing to the outside of 78. 78 of Dwayne. He's on the inside. He's going to better hold that car down there. Everybody we've seen so far on that bottom lane has gotten awful tight and pushed up. Well, that brings Keith Haney into the mix here.
Yeah, Keith Haney, he's riding right there. Still a lot of racing, 75 laps to go. Have a feeling we're still going to need 2 more pit stops to be able to make it the remainder of the race.
Totally agree with you right there. As a 78 dives on the inside there. He's going to try to take that spot away. That's Dwayne Culberson right there. He's on the inside of 74. Greg Bradshaw can't make that pass happen. He's still got his whole back mirror filled with a 9. As we say that, 9 goes to the high side. Obviously, inside, excuse me. Here comes Keith Haney along with him. And while we're watching this battle, I know there's something too there. Jake Nichols made it around Tom Whitmore for second. He's going to look to try to run down that 3-second gap there to Alan J. Elwood.
Yeah, I'm watching the lap times in the distance here. It was 3.3 seconds when Jake Nichols got around the 6th of Tom Whitmore. In a lap and a half, he has cut it down to 2.8 seconds. So I think Jake Nichols has got a little secret here to this track because he is eating into that lead that Alan Elwood has created and is slowly reeling him in.
Absolutely. Well, I'm seeing he's about a 1.5 to 2/10 different speed there. Jake is between Alan J. Elwood out front. Still watching this battle though between these guys. The 9 of Mike Romanger's on the inside. The 74 Greg Bradshaw. They'll go and duke it out as they head into turn 1. They'll go side by side. Keith Haney's in the mix as the 78 does up high there. Dwayne Culberson. Well, I'll tell you what, that hasn't worked out a lot too much, but there we go. The 9 makes the pass on him as he storms up to the front side.
Yeah, that's going to move him up into the 5th position, but we still got battles behind him. Keith Haney still looking to get around the 78 there, Dwayne Culberson. Also right behind them, I think that's the 92 machine, but he is currently, looks like 51 laps down, so that's not really for battle, but he's using that draft there as Keith Haney just not able to get that run on the inside and get clear that 74 of Bradshaw.
Absolutely. Well, everybody's talking about why would the 92 still be out there, folks? Hey, there's about 4 cars that are out of the race here that are in front of him that he actually could pick positions up here on. So that's 4 more positions there he could gain. Points are at a premium, and definitely if you're running to try to get into the chase and buy for a championship, that's what you want to do. But we still got a battle going on. Dwayne Culberson's up high. Keith Haney's right behind him to 9, and Mike Rominger, he's on the inside there as they're still taking side by side heading into the turn.
Oh man, that 92 though, he was blinking hard right there. But yeah, Greg Bradshaw though, he's starting to lose a little ground there. Keith Haney up into 7th, Dwayne Culberson 6th, Mike Rominger sitting there in 5th. Is he actually, his next target is going to be Mason Wetzel. But taking a look here, back up at the second, Jake Nichols though, he's only closed it down to 2.7 second gap. He is running almost identical lap times right now as Alan Elwood.
Absolutely, they are. Well, they asked for it. Let's give it to them, man. They're wanting the what's our network rundown order here. See if I can get to the right camera angle. Well, let's start off with the man out front that we were just talking about, Alan J. Elwood. He started it in 3rd, currently sitting out front, led 36 laps here so far tonight. He's got that performance machine out there, PPC machine, paints out there looking good. The Alan J. Elwood Designs machine in number 4, currently running in 1st. Behind him, well, we said it's the Tabasco sauce looking machine. He definitely has fire on the side of it, so maybe we're on to something there. But either way, got OSR Network's names on it like that. Appreciate him running the names out there. Currently started 2nd, currently in 2nd right now. That's Jake Nichols, led 25 laps here so far. Behind him, great broadcast machine himself there, the number 6. Man, put it on pole tonight here. Tom Whitmore currently running in the 3rd place spot right there. Behind him, Mason Weitzel, man on the move, probably one of the biggest movers. He's got that 99 machine currently in 4th place, started 18th, looking for more. Behind in the 78, Dwayne Culberson. Well, I say that, he started 34th, currently sitting 5th in the Amazon. He's definitely picking up some packages and making them get up there in a fast hurry in that 78. Behind him, Keith Haney started 25th, pushed it up to 6th so far. He's the current reigning defending, trying to defend his title here in Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series. That's Keith Haney running in the 5th spot. Behind him, we call him Mr. Extreme. And number 9, Mike Romer's got a little bit of damage, probably hindering him just a little bit. Got the Napa know-how. He definitely knows how to get around this track. Greg Bradshaw's right there in the 7th spot currently, running pretty good so far tonight. Started in 10th place. Behind him in 8th, we got old Richie Evans looking good so far in that Lowe's machine. Tyler Sifford, get a little banged up right there in the Tide Ride, but he's currently still running in 9th place so far, hanging on to that number 98. That's the birthday boy himself there, Mr. Popular and Tyler Sifford in 9th. 10th place man, Scott Mittenson. That's what we was talking about before. He's got a Days of the Dead on there. Well, he is in nighttime tonight. Now, hopefully, man, he doesn't get killed. Well, right now, he came from 32nd. He's sitting in 10 spots. He's having a very good night in that number 50 machine. 11th place man, the 26 car there, Derek Robinson. He came from 27th, currently in 11th. 12th place, Mason Weitzel's dropped off just a little bit, but he's still sitting in 12th. 14th place, Craig Lerman right there. So he's off the pace just a little bit in that number 43 machine. 13th there, David Heiser. 15th place, Daniel Haney right there, a little messed up, as I think we're having green flag pit stops. But Devin Sanders sitting in 16th. We got 17th place, Hunter McDaniel right there. Not the night he was looking for. Started 5th, currently 17th. And then Jeff Ward sitting in 18th. Mike Franklin in 19th. Matt Hoover currently in 20th. But all 3 of those machines as of right now are out of this race. Don Kidder Jr. right there sitting in a 21st position. But he can leapfrog a couple there if he keeps running out here. He's got that Van Cord construction machine out there running the 03. Ken Ladd right there behind him. Look crunched up in the front, 11, sitting 22nd. Aaron Tolhurst was talking about it before. Hey, all these guys can leapfrog, even though they're several laps down. They can gain a couple more positions as he's sitting in the 23rd. Marty Ray right there. Not the night he wanted in the Bass Pro Shop machine. Looks like his boat's almost sunk here, but he's sitting in 24th. Behind him, Chris Caboo in the 25th. Nick Hunt still sitting there. He's got the 00 machine out there running. He could pick up maybe 1 or 2 positions. He's the last one out here running. Still got Davis Richards and Vern Bradley. They're on pit road But the cars that are out, Chris Caboo, Gordon Larson, James Thorndike, Colton Lane, Ethan Kurtz, Cameron Hearn, Cody McFadden, Eric Driggins. We got Jerry Pileski, Jeff Ward, Mike Franklin, and Matt Hoover all out of this one here tonight. Unfortunately caught up into some wrecks here, but takes us back to our leader up front. That actually would be Alan J. Elwood, as he's still got a commanding 3.6 second lead right now over this field. And that's your rundown order.
Wow, that was tiresome, wasn't it, Joe?
Well, they love it, so I give it to them. It gives them you also showcase a lot of the guys in the back, a lot of the paint jobs here. And we was talking about the four that are back there in the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th position. That'd be Don, Ken, Aaron, and Marty. They're all 46, 47, 51, and 54 laps down, respectively. But they can amass to actually pick up at least 3 more positions, because out of the race right now is Jeff Ward, Mike Franklin, and Matt Hoover. So they have enough laps left to pick up at least 3 more positions. And when we say that, Don picks up 1 of them. So, I mean, they can get some more points out of here and get in the top 20.
Oh, most definitely so. I mean, it's all about the points. The points, points, points. That's what matters.
Well, especially when you've been caught up in some incidents early on. It looks like a lot of them have. Get back out here the best you can. Have a good run on a big field. That's the one good thing about big fields is if there is a big wreck and takes out a lot of cars, well, you might be able to gain a lot of positions if you started in the back. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you get caught up in it. It is a gamble and a crapshoot out here, but you never know. It looks like Jake Nichols, the hit side's bringing in here. We got green flag pit stops going on. It's what we were talking about earlier, Dave. Looks like we had a few cautions early on. Long green flag run here, but it ain't over with because we're still at lap 95, 150.
Yeah, they're still going to also have to come down for 1 more pit stop to be able to make it.
Yeah, I agree with you. It looks like old Jake's, he's coming to a stop right there. He's going to take them 4 tires and fuel here and get that thing revved out. So Alan J. Elwood has yet to come out here. That's going to mix a lot of things up. And as I say that, I think here comes Alan J. Elwood. We got a car coming through the grass. That looked like Tom Whitmore.
Oh, no.
Well, he's out there just mowing it.
Well, maybe he just wasn't able to get it slowed down there for pit road, but he's sitting right there in 4th, but he's going to have to come down pit road. These guys 41 laps since their last pit stop.
Hey, he's got a little damage on the back end there. I wonder if somebody might have got in the back end of him or something. Yeah, he's trying to come in. Oh, well, he's trying to come in the pits. And again, didn't make it down pit road.
Oh, that's going to be costly.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just not getting it right or something, but he went to go stop, and the other car there, when he checked up, the other car at the closing rate, and bumped right the back end of him. Unfortunately, it might have shot him too much speed, and he had to back out of coming out of there.
Yeah, Richie Evans, though, he's going to be our man out front right now as he's leading his first laps here. Taking a look, Richie Evans, 42 laps since his last pit stop. Tom Whitmore down on pit road.
Yep, finally made it on pit road that time. So, yeah, it's going to be costly on his end. We've got to see what happens. If he can make up the spot here. Tyler Sifford making his pit stop here, coming out. So far looking good. Well, micrometer's already out. So a lot of these guys have made their pit stops here. Cycling on through the pit stop to a green flag stop.
Yeah, we're just waiting on our top 3. Richie Evans, Greg Bradshaw, Scott Mitten. They're now 43, 44 laps on their tires. So these guys have to be getting close to be running on fumes.
Yeah, absolutely. Unless they're on an off cycle. I mean, that would be the only way. Maybe they went in and topped off on one of those pit stops or something. One of the cautions.
That could be, but I don't know. I think maybe they're trying to do it on one more pit stop. I don't know. We got 51 laps to go. They are currently at 44, 45 laps. I mean, they're going to have to go at least another 3 laps, 4 laps to be able to make it on just one more pit stop. So this might be a part of pit strategy.
Could be. I mean, hey, if the race keeps going like it is, definitely could be a strategy here. I mean, you always got to keep that in the back of your mind. Being a strategy as we're on the green flag, because it does split the field up here. And it looks like once they do make their pit stop, it's going to bring Mason Weitzel out front. And Derek Robinson's going to be right there along with him. And Alan J. Elwood's going to be sitting right there behind him along with Jake Nichols. The problem is you're looking at, between those guys, there's about 4 or 5 seconds difference between them.
Yeah, they're going to have to, I mean, they're hoping that maybe a caution. Oh, the 74. He's around. That's going to bring out the caution.
74 round.
Yeah, Greg Bradshaw.
Wow. Well, he's been running good all night long.
I tell you, you know who that's going to help, don't you? Scott Mitten. He was the only one that has not pitted yet. He is the man out front, so that is definitely going to help him out.
Yeah, that puts 10 cars on the lead lap, too.
Yeah, it looks, looking at the replay here. Yeah, he just lost it trying to get slowed down to enter pit road. Car came sideways. There was cars coming at him. That triggered the yellow flag.
Wow, yeah. I'll tell you what, that's unique that it would trigger the yellow flag like that, because he didn't spin the car out, didn't stop, and just kept going. Normally when that happens, iRacing doesn't trigger it, but wow. But you're right. Scott Mitten's the one who's going to benefit from this one.
Yeah, most definitely. But I tell you, this is going to help Richie Evans and them, the ones that stayed out the longest, though. They might be able to do it now with these caution laps. Make it on just that last pit stop. Because we're 48 laps to go. We've seen them go 48 laps on that last green flag run.
Well, with that said, I mean, if you went 48 the last green flag, why not go again? You know, try it again.
Yeah, but I'm just taking a look here. Jake Nichols, he did not pit this caution. He is 9 laps. Mike Rominger, he's got 7 laps since his last pit. Dwayne Culberson, he's got 9 laps. Everyone else that's on the lead lap there, minus David Hizza and Craig Lerman, who's trying to get the wave around, everybody else is all on one lap or less.
Now. Here comes Jake now. I don't know why Jake would have stayed out that extra one. Yeah, that one's,
Well, he would never have been able to make it because he already had the 9 laps. He would have had to come back in and top off.
You know why I think he stayed out? Now he knows he got it to that 47 lap mark. Why come in earlier and top it off? Because you still know you wouldn't have made it. So he ran around there that extra couple laps. Now he knows he's going to top it off. He'll be able to make it the rest of the way.
Pitch strategy definitely playing a role.
Yeah, they might hurt him on track position, but definitely had to do what he had to do to make sure he can make it on fuel.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's hoping that others will have to pit, but now he's going to have to come through the field here, as I'm showing him back in 8th position right now. So, so he's going to have to come through the field, and that could be kind of dangerous.
Well, the way the track's been also, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, he's going to have 4 tires. You also got Alan J. Elwood right there. Keith Haney sitting in 5th. Derek Robinson, wow. Want to come back on his end there, sitting in 4th place spot. Now, Greg Bradshaw, even though he spun, still was able to get that thing turned around. He's still in 6th spot. Mike Romans are right there in 8th. Dwayne Culberson 9th. Richie Evans rounds out the top 10.
I don't know what's going on. Here comes Jake Nichols back down on pit road again.
Unless he's just unsure about fuel. Oh. We'll see what he does.
He's just topping off.
Topped off. Yeah, he just topped off. So maybe he's really, and that right there brings up the question then. Can these guys go 48 laps? I mean, maybe he's thinking it can't.
Well, I mean, we saw Richie Evans. He did 48 laps. Scott Mitten, he did 48, 49 laps. but maybe they were saving some fuel in that run. But
that could be.
Just so many questions right now, Joe.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we'll definitely find some answers out here as we're getting set to go back green flag racing. Out front, Scott Mitten. You got Mason Weitzel right there sitting in second. Derek Robinson there in third. Alan J. Elwood in fourth. Keith Haney sitting around the top 5. As pace cars in, here we go. This guy's about to hammer it out. Scott Mitten gets a good jump. He's going to head out front. Takes the high line there. As here comes the 99 behind him. We'll see if old Scott can at least hang out front. Maybe able to come out of here with a good finish. But here comes the 99 on the inside.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to hold off the 99 of Mason Wetzel as they come into turn 3. Mason Wetzel dives to the inside. He's going to push Scott Mitten up into that middle lane there. Here comes Weitzel. He is making a good run, but look right behind him. Alan Elwood almost thought maybe he'd try to push it at 3 wide.
I'll tell you what, Alan J. Elwood's got this track figured out, or something figured out here tonight. He's got a missile out there and a bad, fast machine getting it done. As he's trying to figure out which one of these guys is going to take the lead so he can follow along with them. Just back there patiently riding behind him. He's watching these two guys battle it out. Up front, this is a battle for the lead. The 99 of Mason Weitzel's on the inside. He comes to the line. The 50's got it this time. Scott Mitten's on the outside. There's Alan J. Elwood just patiently waiting.
Well, we still got Mason Wetzel now. He's challenging Scott Mitten there for the lead. Alan Elwood just kind of watching this battle. He is on the back deck ready to make. Oh, Scott. Oh man, he was so close to the wall there. Scott Mitten almost getting into that outside wall there on turn 4.
It is. Got very, very tight and wide there. Went up to the top side just a little bit. Well, here we go. We'll see if the 4 machine can do anything with the 99 up front here. Mason Weitzel is out front. We got 42 left here tonight under the lights here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And I'm going to tell you, Alan's been able to use that high line to his advantage. He's found something up there to make that car stick and work.
Yeah, because here he comes. He's going to be on the outside there of Mason Wetzel. He's going to take it wide. Wetzel's still trying to protect, but I tell you, I don't know. I'm always nervous being in that high outside lane here at Charlotte, but Alan Elwood has got it down packed.
Yeah, he does. Well, look at that. The 99 trying to squeeze him just a little bit. Can't get it done. Alan J. Elwood takes it to the point here. Takes the lead. Coming out of 4. He's going to lead this one here and be 40 laps to go. 99 there. Mason did everything he could to try to stop him. Scott Mitten sitting behind him. Keith Haney's there in 4th. Mike Rominger sitting in 5th. Jake Nichols has moved it up into 6th. He's trying to get a ways back up there, but he's about 3 and some odd seconds back right now.
Yeah, Tom Wetmore, he's sitting back there in 8th as he's trying to get around the 48 of Richie Evans. He's going to go to the inside. He's trying to work his way back up as he's going to overtake the 7th position. Now his next target, Jake Nichols, but there's still about 2 seconds in between them.
Absolutely. That's what you was talking about. Tom Whitmore right there. He took over the 7th spot. Took it away from old Richie Evans. They had a little battle going on. Right now, he's just got to try to run down the 73 behind them. Tyler Sifford's running it. Derek Robinson right there round out top 10. He gets first car lap down. Craig Lerman there in 11th. David Heisel right there in 12th. That's your other cars there lap down. Still nose to tail here so far. Let's see what's happening up front here. Scott Mitten still in 3rd. Mason Weitzel still in 2nd. Alan J. Elwood, he's still up front.
Yeah, 38 laps to go. Question is, I think these guys should be good on fuel, but we're going to find out.
I mean, has anybody got anything for that number 4 tonight, though? That's the question.
Well, they will if he runs out of gas.
Yeah, well, I'll give you credit. All right, that's true. I mean, well, let me rephrase. Anybody got anything speed-wise to match him tonight?
No, I mean we've seen Tom Wetmore, Jake Nichols try to track him down, but he just kept growing that lead. So I don't think anybody's got anything for that 4 of Elwood. You know, unless he makes a mistake. I mean, he's got a good shot at coming away with the win here tonight.
Yes, he does, and right now looking very good at doing that. Mike Rominger's another one's having a good night here. currently running in a 6th place spot. Tom Whitmore right there in 7th. He's trying to run in the tire tracks of Jake here, Mike is, and see if he can't get something done. It's Keith Haney's up there in the front side. Keith trying to having a good night. Not had the season he's wanted here to start off with. Tonight could be the turning point for him, though, and come out of here with a good points night.
Yeah, I mean, as we said all race long, points matter, points matter, points matter. Not necessarily come away with the win. I mean, it would feel great to walk away with the win, the trophy, and everything, but you just need to come out of these races consistent. You got to stay consistent, get those points, because it's not about winning. Because sometimes the champions, the one not won all the races, but the one that was most consistent.
Absolutely. Well, let's bring it high and wide here. Let's bring the Blimpy Cam. Everybody likes Blimpy. All right, Blimpy. I like Blimpy Cam anyways. Gives a good perspective of how great this facility is and how separated the cars are there too. But here's the Blimpy Cam. What do you think? You like Blimpy, Dave?
I don't know. We'll see it tonight if my computer likes it.
That's right. Every time else, it blew up on you.
Well, guess what, Joe? It's not blowing up. I think I fixed it.
There you go. Well, we only got one Blimpy tonight. That's why.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think I can handle 2 Blimpies.
Yeah, I didn't have the other one set up here. I need to get me another. I took my other monitor away, so that's why I haven't had my side-by-side here lately. I need to get me another monitor. Hook it back up so I can get that thing back going.
Just need to get you a 65-inch screen TV for both of them, Joe.
I got a 55 in front of me.
You need a 65.
I got a 55 in front.
You need a 65.
What do I need 65 for?
Well, you know, I used to have a 65-inch TV until my daughter put the Nintendo Wii or whatever it is controller through it. Yeah, that was back when bowling on the Wii was popular. And,
Yeah.
well, it went through the TV.
Nah, yeah. My foot would have went through something else. Hey, what's going on, Tom Haynes? How you doing out there, man? I tell you what, appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a good race so far. Guys got a little spread out a little bit. Had some cautions, had long green flag runs, some green flag pit stops. But I'll tell you what, the man out there up front, Alan J. Elwood, he's dominated this one so far. He's been on point. Once he's got up front, he's just not relinquished that lead all night long. All right. So we still got old Scott Mitten who's hanging on there, who definitely had a good one, but he's got Jake Nichols climbing all over his back deck lid. Jake's trying to run him down here. He's trying to come out here with a good points night himself. If he can't win the race, he's definitely going to think about points and a good finish here. As he learns a lot here at Charlotte. Charlotte can be a good track. Charlotte can be a very tricky one. He's go side by side with the 50 machine there. So they will go door to door here. Well, I'll tell you what. So Dave walked away for a second. Why don't we do this? It's time, we'll bring it up. Time for the Speed King. Alright, folks, we'll tell you what, we're back here. We're in the caution here, though. See what happened on this caution. If we caught it, I just had to look up. Yeah, wow. I'll tell you what, I got a couple of them spinning around back here. Looks like David Heiser involved. Name a few here. Let's see what happened on the replay. Oh, he just bumped the wall, got into it. Dwayne Culberson nowhere to go. 78 there, 92's involved. Car's all in the track right there. Everybody gets by safely. And he just pushed up into the wall, bumped right off of it. Unfortunate for him. Well, folks, came out of the speed cam to the caution cam here live tonight. A good one so far here as we're under it. And I'll always say that old speed cam doesn't get your blood pumping, your hair jumping up down your skin, getting you running around the neighborhood. Well, you need medication or something. Call a doctor tomorrow. Get a checkup. There's something wrong with you. It's great racing here tonight. We're under caution here under the lights at Charlotte Motor Speedway. What you think so far, Dave?
I think this changes a lot of people's game plan because this caution allows everybody to come down on pit road. More than enough fuel to be able to make it here as we watch the 99 of Mason Wetzel. He's going to win the race off of pit road, but the 26 of Derek Robinson looking out there is I'm showing him as the leader right now.
Yeah, me too. And Mason Weitzel's right there. Jake Nichols been able to pull it up there. Keith Haney, now Alan J. Elwood marred back in traffic. Let's see how fast he is now. If he can pull it back up there. And, wow. Yeah, right, John. Well, folks, I want to say we're a month away from kind of an anniversary here for OSR Network. Be a year, December the 1st. Been doing the broadcast stuff. Me and Dave's been talking about stuff like that. And I ain't keeping track of for a year and what a year it had been here 2017. I said before on the post there on the forum, I told everybody I appreciated all the leagues, all the drivers, all the viewers out there come here week in and week out and view and watch all these races here. Watch me yip yap about what's going on around the track. You'll appreciate that as always. And but a year away, and it has been definitely an increasing thing here. All the viewers have made it happen. All the drivers in the league have made it happen. We're about 12 away from 900. So milestone goal there, way beyond what I ever thought would be possible. And I know Dave, he's got definitely his goals there meeting for his year end. Me and him talk about it. So just something, man. Just noticed that closing in on the year mark, and 2018 is going to look even more exciting.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I can't agree more, Joe. Started Dre Broadcasting back in January of 2017. Set an end goal of just 300 subscribers by the end of the year. We're now just 12 away from hitting the 500 mark. So it's been a great year, and I'm looking for another wonderful year with Dre Broadcasting, Extreme Motorsports. Also, working with you hand in hand here, Joe. Yeah,
no doubt. Been a fun one here. It's been definitely unique being able to do what we do. To build a, like you said, work hand in hand, because you just don't see it often. I mean, we've talked about it time and time again. Don't mean to beat a dead horse to death, but we've talked about it time and time. It's been something awesome to be able to do here, to bring it to all the viewers and all the fans, to collaborate and do this thing. So, like you said, 2018 looks to be a good year, man, for both of us out and whatnot. And got still a lot of great racing, and we're both still here, 6-7 days a week.
Most definitely. Don't mind me, you caught me sneaking into my kids' candy bags. But here we are. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing. 21 laps to go at the drop of the green flag. 21 lap shootout here at Charlotte.
Absolutely. Going to be a 21 lap like you just said. A man out front in the 99. He's got where he needs to, but don't count that 73 hot sauce machine up there, man, that old Jake Nichols is racing tonight. And he's definitely trying to be hot. But Alan J. Elwood, well, he's still up front sitting in third right there. Well, pace car's in, green flag in the air. Mason Weitzel gets a good jump. Keith Haney, the champ's here, and he's definitely trying to make a name tonight. Here comes the 4 on the inside. Jake's going to have to get going here. He can't wait. 21 to go. They'll come across the line with 20. You got some heavy hitter names up there in the top 4 right now, Dave.
Yeah, most definitely. But I tell you what, I'm looking over here. Alan Elwood leading 62 laps here tonight. Nichols leading 26. Tom Wetmore leading 16 laps. All these guys still here, so anybody, it's not about how many laps he led, it's all about who led the last one.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, I wonder if old Jake Nichols learned anything from the Ford machine taking a high line, because here comes Alan J. Elwood eating a back deck lid off the back end of that 73 as they take over the spot away from Keith Haney. They'll go nose to tail into the turn. Is Alan J. Elwood going to look up high? Jake takes it down low. Well, I tell you what, Alan's been able to make that high side work all race long.
Yeah, he's just going to need a couple laps to get a little heat in those tires, but he is sticking on that outside line. Jake Nichols, he's going to run the midline, trying to block him a little bit, but they got to be careful. Oh, what is up with Weitzel? He went all the way down below the white line, and here comes Jake Nichols. They are going to be bumper to bumper.
There it is, bump to bumper. They're going to go on the outside, coming out of 4. They're going to be able to freight train him. Looks like the 99 got a little loose coming out of the turn. Had to hang on to it. Well, it's going to split them up. We're in the caution.
Yeah, it's going back. Oh, 87 to Keith Haney is involved.
87 is Keith Haney. All right.
Looks like it's...
Sure he's involved?
Yeah, the 87 Keith Haney. It looks like he spun out there.
Oh, okay. Let me go one more time here back then and see what happened. Let's just do it this way.
Ooh, contact between Keith Haney and Scott Mitten.
Go one more time back here. Oh, so it happened. Oh, yeah, there he is, spinning right there. You know, sometimes iRacing, man, just don't want to cooperate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's computers. So they're
Yeah,
picky sometimes.
I love it, man. Go back on a replay and it jumps to a different driver. Oh, yeah, Scott Mitten and him just got together, and it hits Mike Rominger, too. Wow, unfortunate, because Mike was having a good run up there all night long. Look at that. Them guys in the back there split Keith. Wow.
Yeah, good job to all those, but what's this going to do? You got Mason Weitzel out front, Jake Nichols, Alan Elwood, Scott Mitten, Tyler Sifford. He is running there in 5th. So he's moved up into 5th here, and we're going to have about 13, 14 laps to go at the drop of the green.
Yep. Well, it's definitely go time up front. I mean, there's two things we always keep in mind. Obviously, the last lap, that ends it with lap 150. 5 laps to go, caution comes out, that's going to end it. So, you know, we saw Jake turn the wick up just a little bit there. Let's see if he can do it again here. But Alan J. Elwood definitely knows something on that high side to get it going. And Mason Weitzel definitely up front, very strong. Scott Mitten right there along with him. And you also got, like you said, Tyler Sifford. Little damage on his car, but he's able to keep it up front so far.
I mean, either way, he's sitting right there in 5th, so he's in a good point standing right now.
Oh, definitely going to have a very, very good night. You know, coming out of here, like you said, as far as points go. And Scott Mitten, if he stays right there, also got to think about Richie Evans. Tom Whitmore's moved it back up in the 8th spot. You got old Derek Robinson right there, Craig Lerman, Mike Rominger still in 10th. So that's some names of guys up here definitely going to come out of this race here tonight with some very good points night here was the end here right now.
Yeah, most definitely here. 16 laps to go. Looks like we are going to have 12 cars left on the lead lap here when we go back green flag racing.
Absolutely. Well, it's anybody's ball game. What do you think?
I'm not going to do the broadcaster's curse.
Wait, come on, man.
No, not doing it. Not doing it, Joe. I'll sit here and eat my pretzels, but I'm not doing it.
Dave said he's going to pick Mason.
No, I did not. I said I'm not doing it.
He's picking Mason.
I'm not picking Mason. You picking Mason?
No, but he could pull
Who's
it
your
off.
pick, Joe?
Man, it's hard to bet against Jake, but Alan J. Elwood, well, he's had a dominant car all night long. So if he can get around him, I think if they let him go, and he gets in front of those two, it's all she wrote.
Yeah, but you got to remember though, Mason Wetzel's been looking strong here the last 20, 30 laps too.
That is true. I mean, I will give him, hats off there. Don't want to count out any of the other guys behind him there. So, but we'll see here. His pace car's coming out of turn number 4. Gonna duck off on pit road here. Man up front at 99 is going to get a good jump. And he does. Hammer down. Green flag in the air to come across the line. Going to be 14 laps to go. Scott Benton gets a good pull in that 50 machine, but so does. Here come Jake Nichols on the inside to come into turn 1. Alan J. Elwood, well, he's going to have to stay down low because the top side's occupied by the 50.
He's going to get to his side, though. I think he's not going to have too much trouble here coming into turn 3. But look at that, Mason Weitzel. He is out to 2/10 lead over Jake Nichols here. Good battle. Here comes Alan Elwood as he got around the 50 of Scott Benton.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, here comes Jake to the inside of the 99. Is he going to get it done? Hadn't been a player all night long, but he's at a player at the right time. Makes the pass for the lead coming down the back stretch. But here comes the 4 pulling on the 99. They're all nose to tail in the draft. There goes Alan J. Elwood to that high side. He's been using it all night long. But the block put on Mason coming out of 4 to the line with 12 to go.
Yeah, most definitely so. It'll be interesting. But here goes Elwood. He's going to try the inside. I haven't really seen him much running the inside, but he's going to get to Mason Wetzel. He is going on the inside. No, he drops it back in line.
Well, right there, Mason was throwing some blocks going down the front side. He saw him go up high. He went up high. Allen had to duck it down low, get on the inside of him. Can't make it stick. Right now, the 73's up front. Come across the line, 11 to go this time by. The 4's trying everything he can do. He's seen this picture before. Mason's around. Is he going to hang on to the 99? Wow. He did. He did. That was a drift job and a half. Now it's a fight. The 4 versus the 73. Jake Nichols out front. Alan J. Elwood. He's got 10 laps to go to get it done, and he is clawing his way to the front. He is closing that door in. Jake's going to have to make that car very wide as he's been able to use the high side, but the 4's got the bumper. Maybe, but hey, Jake goes high on him right there.
Well, don't look now, but look back and forth. The 6 of Tom Wetmore. He's now battling with Richie Evans there for that 3rd position. He is going to edge him out by a nose. Yes, he is going to clear him coming out of turn 4. Tyler Sifford, though, he's trying to get to the inside there, Richie Evans. Here comes Tom Whitmore.
Tom Whitmore sitting in 3rd spot. Richie Evans sitting right there in 4th. As a good battle's brewing. As a definitely up front, you still got the 2 masters here. I've been all night long. The 4 of Alan J. Elwood. He's sitting there thinking, you got to be kidding me. Last week, I was riding around in the tire tracks of this guy and couldn't do anything with him. Tonight, I've dominated this race, and I'm still out here driving in the tire tracks of the 73. He's going to have about 8 laps to go here to figure out how to get around him. But I think Jake has found if I stay to that middle groove, I take out the advantage that the 4 has on the high side.
Yeah, it looks like Jake's pit chief there and his spotter noticed that the Alan Elwood likes that high side. Oh, as Alan Elwood gets real close to the wall. Here he comes. He is actually going to be on the inside of Jake Nichols.
Yeah, see if he can make it work on the inside. We haven't seen it too much tonight. If he pushes up, as they come out of the turn, they'll still be door to door at the turn. It's just that high line is the momentum coming down the back stretch. And you see Jake gets it done. They'll come across the line this time by into turn 3. It'll be 6 to go. Jake has moved to that middle line. He stayed off the low line there. He's giving the inside to Allen all he wants. Well, this is the battle up front here. And by the way there, Dave, that would be a crew chief instead of a pit chief.
Same difference.
Hey. Well, what a battle up here up front. The 4's trying to figure out a way to get around the 73. Jake's trying to hang off Alan J. Elwood up front. So we got 6 to go this time by. As Jake is the man up front, he's not been out front dominating all night long. The 4 has dominated all night long. They come across the line with 5 to go. Keep in mind, if a caution, I believe, flies at this point, this thing could be over with. Allen's going to try. Well, look how close he is to the wall, Dave.
Yeah, while these two are battling, though, look behind him. Here comes Tom Wedmore. He's only 1.2 seconds behind him, so he is hoping they battle so he can get his nose up here, but he's sitting at a good points night, sitting there in 3rd. Richie Evans sitting 4th. Tyler Sifford rounding out your top 5.
Absolutely. I mean, I tell you what, Jake Nichols right now is moving away a little bit from Alan J. Elwood. Alan's got to be saying, you got to be kidding me. I dominated this race all night long. Where in the world did this kid do it? He just comes out of nowhere and comes up here, man. It's just like an RKO, and boom, it's over with. He has taken the lead, and it's 4 to go as they come out of turn 4. Going to be 3 this time by.
Yeah, he's pulled out to 3/10 of a lead over Alan Elwood. Alan Elwood's got to do something. He's got to find that speed. I think what he's doing, though, he's moving to the inside. He might need to get back on the outside just to get to the back bumper there of Nichols. Kind of go back to the line that he knows works because he's losing ground.
Absolutely losing ground. Looks like Jake Nichols is trying to follow in the footsteps of what he's done all night long. He has moved from the middle or from the bottom side up to the middle of the track, and that's taken away that advantage that the 4's had all night long. As he's trying, he's maybe cooling those tires one last time to get a battle up front here as they will come across the line for the white flag. Dave, will be one more time. That man up front, he's not dominated most of the night. It's been Alan J. Elwood, the 4, but he's trying to figure out a way as he's closing in on the 73.
Yeah, he's right there. I mean, I think we're going to see some, well, there almost goes to the outside, tries to fake it. Here he comes. He's going to be on the inside of Jake Nichols in turn 1.
Yeah, he did. All slight block right there by Jake Nichols. Might have slowed the momentum of the 4 down just enough. Light flag in the air. They come out of turn 2 down the bad stretch here. They are side by side. They'll head into turn 3, Dave, for the final time here tonight. They'll go door to door. The 4's going to hold it. He can't hold it down low as they come out of 4. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Can the 73 hold him off? Inches and apart. Jake Nichols took that win by mere inches. What a run to the checkered flag.
What a finish. What a finish. I mean, that basically was a photo finish right there, Joe.
Yes, it was. It was within mere inches, probably hundreds of thousandths of a second between the two as they stormed across the line there. They were nose to tail, side by side, coming out of turn number 4. Wow, what a finish, what a run, and what a race here tonight at Charlotte under the lights.
Couldn't ask for a better finish here, Joe.
No doubt about it, man. And the hats off to the 4. He gave everything he had to try to pull this thing off tonight and just came up mere inches short of pulling a victory out of it. And Tom Whitmore's going to come out of here in the 3rd place.
Strong run tonight by the 6 of Tom Whitmore. Good points, so that's definitely going to help him here in the points to try to recover from that race that he missed. So Richie Evans, he's going to be 4th. Dwayne Culberson from 34th to 5th. Good finish there for the 78 of Dwayne Culberson.
Absolutely, definitely some good players up there and good finishes from a lot of guys. It'll be interesting to hear from Alan J. Elwood. I know he's probably going to be a little bit dejected from the fact that, you know, I mean, he gave everything there. Coming there, that last turn, turn number 4, side by side with him. But either way, let's get a talk in, though, with a 3rd place man, Tom Whitmore.
Tom Whitmore, Dave Everly in the OSR Network booth. You got a copy?
I hear you loud and clear, and I'm happy to be here, Dave.
Yeah, what a run. Great run here tonight. After taking the pole here tonight at Charlotte, led some laps. Got into a little bit of trouble there. Tell us what was going through your mind. Is you got a little bit of damage on your car and had to start a little further back.
Yeah, we were front running with the pack all night long. It was basically Alan, Jake, and I really running the front of the field all race long, with Mason coming through the pack trying to make a difference too. And that set of green flag pit stops there. A car that was 50 laps down ran out of talent, ran into the back of us there, unfortunately, and really set us back throughout the race. But luckily, this C-Note Designs number 6 Camaro pit crew was able to get the rear end of the car patched back together to where it was aerodynamically sound, and fortunate enough to make our way through the carnage up to a podium finish tonight. So really thankful for that, and thankful for the team effort.
Yeah, most definitely. You found that speed to qualify on the pole here tonight, so you got that pole sitter award. So what can we look forward to you here in the next few races? Got anything special planned?
Well, this is the first Xfinity season for this number 6 Camaro team, so it's exciting to be able to get a clean race under our belt and figure out where we really stand as a team, and look forward to build momentum on this third place finish and give Jake and Alan a run for their money. We showed tonight with qualifying speed that we can do it, as well as short run speed, but that number 4 car was clearly the car that everyone was worried a little bit about. I know Jake and I were joking about it just a little bit in the staging area down there, so for Jake to be able to hold that one off goes to show the tenacity that guy has in the driver's seat for sure.
Next week, we head off to New Hampshire. What can we expect from you at New Hampshire?
Yeah, it's a flat 1 mile there, a track that requires a lot of mechanical grip as well as a lot of tire management, similar to what happened tonight. So definitely be looking for the 6 car to manage his tires, stay around the top 5, top 10, maintain good track position, but most importantly, save these fenders for the end of the race.
10-4 on that. Well, before we let you go, is there anybody you want to give a shout out or a thanks to?
Absolutely. I appreciate you asking, Dave. I got to give a huge shout out to C-Note Designs coming on board this number 6 Camaro, putting together just a brilliant paint job. And of course, I got to thank the Dre Broadcasting Network. I'm always out here to do it for Dre, and happy to do it for Dre on the podium tonight. But still looking for a primary sponsor for the Xfinity car for the remainder of the 2017 season. So definitely excited to put this car in a victory lane, perhaps with a new face on the hood in the coming weeks. So appreciate all the work you guys do to put together an excellent broadcast here, but like I said, got to thank my team, my eye in the sky, giving me some pit calls and some other things that I need to do, because I certainly couldn't do it alone. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate all you do.
Well, Tom, go out and celebrate on your third place finish, and we'll see you next week at New Hampshire.
See you guys next week.
All right, Dave, I'll tell you what, there's old Tom Whitmore, man, always excited to be out here. And he had a good run tonight, was able to bounce back here in a thriller of a race, man, from the start to the finish here. Well, we'll bring up Alan J. Elwood. Man, I'll tell you, 33 thousandths of a second. Folks, that's close. That's within inches there. The difference between what Alan J. Elwood and Jake Nichols had. Let's bring up our second place man, Alan J. Elwood.
Alan J. Elwood, Dave Everly in the OSR Network booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Dave.
What a finish. What a drag race that you and the 73 of Jake Nichols had that last lap. Tell us what was going through your mind there as you were coming the last couple of laps, because it seemed that you just could not get that outside, get to the outside that we've seen you had run so much this race.
Yeah, the first time that I tried to get around Jake on the inside, I used up my right front a little bit, and it took quite a bit to get it cooled down. And really, about the optimum time that it came in was right on that last lap, and I tried to make one more effort to back off a little bit going into the corner and then get a good run off, and I did both times, but just the outside line had just enough to carry off, and that's what I was using to my advantage the rest of the race, and it worked against me. So I tried, but stinks.
You were close. That was 33 thousandths of a second difference across the start-finish line. It seemed like most race you had found something out that most of the other drivers didn't know, working through the field there using that high line.
Yeah, I knew coming into this race that I would probably be one of the only ones up there, just because past races that I've ran here, not too many people try to venture up high, but I've figured out, especially with these cars, the throttle management that you use going around the high side, and it pays off huge if you do it right. So I was trying to Larson my way around, see if that would pay off, and like I said, it kind of worked against me after Jake figured it out and forced me to use the bottom. So good on his part strategy wise, and made me work for it for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. We saw you come out here. You led 62 laps here tonight, but next week we head to New Hampshire. What can we expect to see from Alan Elwood next week at New Hampshire?
Hopefully, same as the last couple weeks, staying out of trouble, being up there at the front. New Hampshire, probably one of my least favorite tracks ever, but I seem to pull off some really good runs there. Been had a few wins, so just hoping another run like the last couple weeks, pull off some good points, maybe finally get a win. I'm getting sick of not winning, but we'll just keep digging.
Well, Alan, congratulations once again on your second place finish. And before we let you go, you got any shout outs or thanks you'd like to give?
Guys down at Alliance, we all had a really good run except for Cameron. Stinks for him, he had to bow out early because he had a fast car. Performance Powder Coating, Elwood Designs, you guys up here in the booth for always calling a great race. You guys are outstanding, so kudos to you guys, and Extreme for putting on the show every week.
Well, once again, congratulations on your second place finish, and we'll see you next week at New Hampshire.
All right, see you, Dave.
All right, Dave, I'll tell you what, that's Alan J. Elwood, man, dominated most of the night tonight, very rightfully so. And what a race to the end here. And I know this guy here we're going to talk to going to be very thankful and happy on the win tonight. So head off down here to Victory Lane to talk to the man, the winner tonight here, Jake Nichols. Jake Nichols, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, I do.
I'll tell you what, wow. It seemed like all night long, Alan J. Elwood was the car to beat. He had a rocket ship out there and was using the high line. But then it looks like you found something. You started using the middle line and took that advantage away from him. But there at the end, well, when he was on your back deck lid, did you think coming out of turn 4 he had you? What was going through your mind on that final laps?
It was just try not to run the track wrong. You had to run it a specific way, and Alan had it perfected the entire race. I tried everything, and I still couldn't figure it out where I could just have that speed short run and still smoke on the long run. And he had it all night, so I knew when I got by Mason there, I knew that it was one goal, and that was just to hold off Elwood. If he got by, I don't think I would have had a chance to catch him back up. And that last lap, I pushed it a little too hard in 3 and 4, ran a little lower than I wanted, so he got a run, and I was like, oh god, this is gonna be bad, or interesting, I should say. It was gonna make it really close. I knew I could pinch him down, but at the same time, with how he was better at saving tires tonight, he had that right front way more than I did, so even if I tried to pinch him down, I'd shoot up the track center off. So I was just trying to keep him down as much as possible, and down the back, we were side by side, and I was like, this is gonna be a tough 3 and 4. And he backed it up, so the moment he backed it up, I knew I could drive it in a little deeper, try to pinch him more, and then get to the gas and hope that it stuck. And it stuck enough. Out of 4, he wasn't getting really much of a run, so I knew I had about a half car advantage at the time, and I was like, okay, we got it. And I was going nuts in our channel. It was a good battle. Alan was definitely really tough to beat, and I'm just glad that we did it tonight.
Absolutely. Well, 33 thousandths of a second, man, is how close it was. Mere inches, and when you go back and watch it coming across the line, I mean, it was coming. If it had been about another foot or so, he'd have made it out front in front of you there, coming out of 4. But it was an awesome race, and we could see the man, like I say, Alan dominated most. He had that high line working for him and got up front. That's what me and Dave was talking about. If he'd have got in front of y'all, probably would have set sail. Yeah. But you was able to hold him off, keep that thing, keep your composure, pull it off here under the lights at Charlotte Motor Speedway for Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series. I tell you what, as always, got anybody out there to thank for this victory tonight?
Everyone at OSR Network. That car was on fire tonight. Throwback to the old Tabasco scheme from the late 90s.
I know it.
Yeah. We got another throwback tomorrow. Let's just hint that it's a Roush Ford from the late 90s. I believe late 90s. It's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be like lightning fast. We'll just say that. It's pretty good. They're pretty cool. Hopefully we can win that one too. That'd be really special. But everyone at Extreme Motorsports 99, from all the drivers to admins to Rick, really enjoy all these races. All the fans, everyone that watches and tunes in every week, even when I'm not even in the race. It's cool to see viewers, even when I just tune in one night when you're broadcasting and see a lot of viewers. It's pretty cool. So thanks to all of you for tuning in. And thanks again, Joe. Enjoy bringing you on the ride to Victory Lane.
Absolutely. Again, man, as always, it was great to see you out there. And that's what I was telling Dave all night long. I said, the man looks like it's the Tabasco sauce out there. Paint scheme's on fire. Looks hot out there on the track. And definitely was able to. And what a thriller to the end there. Awesome run. Again, congratulations for pulling it off tonight here, Jake.
Thank you.
All righty. We'll tell you what, Dave, man, that's right there. The man's probably tired to death. Because like we said, 33 thousandths of a second, man, is a split difference between him and the man that dominated most of the night tonight, Alan J. Elwood. And it was a thriller bringing it. And I told you it was a Tabasco sauce paint scheme. Throwbacks what it reminded me of. But, hey, got any final thoughts, Dave?
I mean, what can I say? I mean, calling a race that ends in 33 thousandths of a second difference between first and second. That's like a splitter. So, these guys just put on great races every week. Looking forward to next week, New Hampshire Motor Speedway. It's going to be a hoot.
Absolutely. Go from 1.5 mile speedway here to a little bitty track, man. Next week in New Hampshire, it's going to be interesting. Well, we got one more tomorrow night here. We're not done with Charlotte. So we'll be back in Charlotte under the lights tomorrow for the Extreme Motorsports 99.com Cup Series action. Catch it here live here on the OSR Network. Myself, Davis Richards, will be up here in the booth tomorrow night. Well, for myself, Joe White, Dave Everly, a Dre broadcast. Everyone, have a good night.